Hello everyone, it's Yvonne back to do your bonus read for blah blah blah, Tuesday the 18th of June. I'll get straight into the reading though because I did everything at the What's Cracking reading. So if you want to catch up about fairs, dates, times, etc., they're all at the front of the What's Cracking reading. Alrighty, let's get straight into this. We are using the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot for this reading. Beautiful, and I do have the Temperance coming out at the front here. So the Temperance card talks about being extremely well balanced. I know this is the card of divine timing, and sometimes when we see it coming out we know things are starting to fall into place. She is carefully balancing the cups to make sure there's the exact amount of water in both cups. She has her foot on the land and in the water, so she's balanced in earthy but also balanced in her emotions. But you can tell she's enlightened. She's obviously an angel. And so this always talks about everything being in the right place at the right time, which is really beautiful. The sun is rising in the background here. So, and there are irises. I wonder why they might be orchids, but it doesn't really matter. I'm getting a bit ADHD here. But what I'm trying to say, I guess, is it's like everything is where it should be. This is that feeling. This is why they call it divine timing, because everything is where it should be at the moment. Okay, so we have a brand new beginning coming in for you here, and this is something that's stable financially, stable within yourself. There's a gateway opening for you here to move into something new. So that's about to come in for you here. Yet you've definitely been waiting for this. So you've been planning for this brand new start, and the universe is saying it's ready to happen now. And look at you, you're taking on the energy of this Knight of Wands. You're really going at this with full passion, full steam ahead, ready to take on whichever comes your way, knowing that you have this balance and this stability in your life. And the time is right. The time is right to do it. Okay, and then the Devil energy comes straight out. I feel like this is sort of like, to me, releasing of this energy. There's a feeling here that maybe you've understood the codependency, addiction, issues, problems in your life with your ego. Now, I talk a lot about the Devil card, and actually one of my favourite readers has done a session on this card as well. The ego is not a bad thing. The ego is what we use to get by in our day-to-day life. So some of what we need the ego for, it's like stress. I mean, it just has its place. It's when the ego overtakes your life and you're living through your ego, not through your true self. So if you've been taught as a young person to behave a certain way, and you've always behaved that way, but that's not how you really would behave if you had an opportunity to let down that, then that is your ego you're operating from. So for some people, it's like a false mask or a facade or a front that people put on. And while it's valuable and useful in some situations, it may not necessarily be something you should live through all the time. So there is this feeling of being left out in the cold here, some sort of sadness that you're experiencing at the moment. But I'll keep going with this because I'm not sure where it's going. Seven of Pentacles. This talks about working on something, manifesting, planting seeds for your future. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles here. Yeah, this is definitely about some of you having a greater understanding of the role that your ego or this codependency or addiction. Some of you have come to this realization that you can't have this in your life anymore, and you're working really hard to manifest a new beginning here. So it may have been that because of this energy, this devil energy, that you may have always found yourself in codependent relationships. You may have always been attracted to people who wear the mask, because we are. If we wear a mask ourselves, we seem to be attracted to people who also wear a mask. So you end up in a relationship that isn't real. and it falls down very, very quickly. So it's like you've understood this now. And I feel like, even though, the Five of Pentacles talks about being left out in the cold, I feel like this is you feeling this way at the moment because you've had this realization. But you're now planting seeds for your future, and you're moving forward here beautifully with this Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so we have the Page of Pentacles coming in here as well. So this could have been something that perhaps stalled your career. It may have been something that's held you up from making money. Perhaps you've not had a great belief in yourself. And I feel now with this Page of Pentacles, it's like you're looking at this now going, okay, I get it now. I understand what this is. I understand how I need to move forward, and I understand that I need to let things go if I want my life to produce the results that I've put into it. Oh, beautiful. There's an offer of love coming in here. Or you want to offer love to someone else now that you've understood this perhaps cycling that you've been doing. Could be dealing with a Cancer here, and that's a Capricorn too, that energy of the devil. This is moving forward. This is definitely moving forward. And you know what? It has this fantastic feel here, like you've understood the journey. It's like you've released the past and you're sort of embracing the future now without sort of having any expectations. It's a really nice energy. Okay, so the universe still has things up her sleeve. She's still not revealing everything to you at this point. It's like you've been given an opportunity to have a glimpse into something, but you haven't quite grasped the enormousness of it. There's a word for it. Somebody will tell me. It's like you haven't really... It's like we're being spoon-fed here. It's like the universe is spoon-feeding us. It feels to me like, here we are. I've given you a glimpse of what you can have. I've given you a glimpse of how you can fix this. I've given you a glimpse of how to have a good look into yourself to understand what you've been doing for such a long time. And there will be more to come, but I want to wait until you've digested this first. I want to see that you're okay with what I've delivered and you can work through that before I give you the next thing. It's a very nice feeling. There is the Five of Cups here. So I feel like with this reading, it's like there is no more looking back at this past. There is no more energy here that says you want to even look back at your past now. It's like you're letting everything go to move forward. Oh my goodness. And then you have the Fool. Okay. That's a beautiful reading. So everything is right and balanced. There is definitely nice things, fantastic things in front of you here. This is about understanding your personal journey. And we've seen this a lot over the last few days. This is about understanding the role that this side of you that is part of who you are, but it overrules everything you do. It's like you don't want to let this energy be everything you are and do everything that you do. For some of you, this energy can be negative thinking. It can be living under a cloud, like not really understanding, not taking chances, not taking risks. It can be addiction, obsession. It can be that you're tied to something. But more often, it's that you're tied to these beliefs that no longer serve you. And the universe is saying, you know, I've given you a glimpse now of what it would feel like to not have to live in this energy anymore. And there's so much more I want to give you, but I want to let you understand what I've done so far in order to open your world up and to open your eyes up so you can see who you truly are. Very nice. Oh, the cards are just jumping out by themselves today. Okay, so the card that's come out is the Healer of Abundance. Beautiful. Never doubt that you can make a difference. Your creativity and ability to be innovative make you destined to succeed. It might be time to expand your career, but don't forget to leave time for family. This situation involves a person, possibly you, who's down to earth with a gift for design or decorating. He or she is open-minded and nurturing. And I feel like this is what this is saying. You have a chance now to bring out your creativity, to present the true you to the world. And you've got a brand new start here with the Fool. It's like the universe is saying it. You can take that leap of faith now. I've got your back. Thanks, everyone.